Hi everybody, today May the 13th and we're gonna tell the pen story. See, different pen, huh? But the same story, I promise. So let's get started, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. I'm gonna wave this in from the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sleep, lick or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is the first lesson, both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me, so I'm going to put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. Oh, it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient system called this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Yushu Michael Roach applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing currently on the table, and where there is no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with, it come back to the truth, so this is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, and we both look at this at the very same time, this becomes both a chewing toy for the dog and a pen for me. So a single thing where there's no human, no dog to be exact, nothing to interact with. It come back to choose some we call it the emptiness, but also because it has the emptiness, also have the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at that at the very moment. So that is the second lesson. Okay, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is a pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna think this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom call as karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted the seed into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this and I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it and it start leaving mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already been planted into my mind. And now it pop up, open up and cover this and made me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both are corrupt, so we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And yesterday is Buddha birthday, and then I remember one of the saying that I really like from Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh is that understanding is the root of love, and loving to attain happiness, loving through loving, we're going to be able to attain happiness and enlightenment. That is the way that Buddha go. So that is the belief that I really, really strongly believe in. Being able to understand, being able to love, and being able to be happiness, to get happiness. And that's now going to the second lesson is that along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So we learn to believe, to trust our potential, to trust other potential, to trust the potential of everyone of within surround us or whatever happened to us. And with that, we know that everything that happened to us will always carry an opportunity, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. We just have to try. We just have to acknowledge that it has the opportunity, and where that opportunity lays, that is when we can look into that and try to work it out. So that is our second lesson. The third lesson is, along with the emptiness we all have, the third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone, because in the end, the only one who can plant the seed into our mind is only ourselves. So we be more responsible, we be more proactive, and we self-proclaim that this is all me, this is all what I'm doing, and this is what I'm really responsible for. So I can change my life. I can take my life to the direction that I would like for it to be. And that is one of the very wonderful things you can do for your life. And the last final lesson is how to incorporate all those lessons into how to create or manifest your dream life. So the first is that you have to know what you want using lesson 2, is that seeing the potential of everything surround you or in your soul as well. So you know what you want, pick up those potential to create what you want, to know what you want in your life, and then you start using the third lesson, which is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we planting those seed, whatever that we want, planting those seed into our life, using our mind, using our word, our action, our thoughts toward other people. Remember, toward other people, because you cannot plant the seed into yourself. So making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts toward other people, helping other people to be, to get that seed. So if you want to have happiness, then you help other people. Use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to be happier. If you want to be more creative, then use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to be more creative. And just like that, whatever that you want, maybe try to use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, and then help them getting those. And then eventually the seed gonna cement it into your mind, and then it's gonna be your future. So making sure your word, your action, your thought is what gonna dictate your future life. So be very mindful of what you talk about, what you think about, and what you act with other people. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that yesterday I was sharing the lesson that like I was very tired after work last night, and I normally I will have my children do certain chore, but after reminding them like several times they didn't do it, so I was so tired that I just do it myself. But I'm still getting upset at them. I just didn't talk to them though. So I try to keep silent, to be quiet, and not saying hurtful things to my son, to my children, because I think that it like it's the right thing, but I think that they might take it, it's not a good way. So I try to keep silent, and I'm quite proud myself at that. And then this morning I get up and I still not talking to them. I debate. I actually very debate. I did, very conflicted, because I'm not sure if whether I should talk to them, I should not talk to them. If I talk to them, it's just they feel like, oh, then whatever, if I don't do it, it's okay. Mommy gonna do it, and then tomorrow we'll be fired. Or, but if I don't talk to them, then I feel like, so am I doing the right thing? Am I, and carry this anger, is that something good? But I decided not to talk to them in the end, so I go to work without talking to them. And Yeah, on my bus ride, and then I listen to a little pen story, and I think about it. I feel like, whatever the the fourth lessons, whatever that you want, you have to plant those seeds to other people. It's also stoicism. Is that, it's not what happening that dictate you, it's what you act to other people, what you respond to that. So I think that, if I want my son, my daughter to treat kindly to other people, I have to do that. I have that. If I want to be treated kindly, then I have to treat them kindly as well. So I think that's the lesson that I'm missing. That's half of the lesson that I'm missing is that I've been doing that. So I've been trying to keep my mouth shut, which is great. But then I'm being kinder to other people after they hurt them. That is the lesson that I also need to learn, and that's the lesson that I would like to share with you all today. Thank you, Anil, for accompanying me in this 3,000-day journey. Thank you everyone for listening to me. And if by me telling you the pain story or sharing with you my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my Joyce family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, and to any living things in this world and the other world with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye, dear.